I wake up every single day. I am who I say I am. And I get what I get because I live in beast mode. Stop being gazelles. You're not average. You're not even good. You were born to be great.
We keep it burning.
What's going on, world? Welcome to another edition of the Secret to Success podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined as always by the Bayesian sensation, Mr. Carl Phillips.
What it do, everybody? How y'all feeling?
And E.T., the hip-hop preacher. Are you there?
Oh, man. Mic check 1, mic check 2.
In case you cannot tell by the slight raspiness of our voices, we're back at our main time of 3:14 a.m. We're bringing you this show, man. And shout out to a new sponsor we got today, man. Today's episode is brought to you by HelloFresh. Please visit HelloFresh.com and use the promo code SUCCESS to save $35 off your first week of deliveries. That's HelloFresh.com, man. I'll tell you a little bit about it later, but had a great experience with them. Super excited about our new sponsor for the podcast. So, Carl, where are you joining us from today? I'm sorry.
I am joining you from, and I gotta say, we got in here yesterday, but it was sunny, and that might not mean a lot to some of y'all, but leaving Michigan yesterday, we're in Maryland, man. We came down to do a shoot with one of our Breathe University members, man. Got an incredible story. I'm talking about incredible story, and when I tell you our minds are blown, so the story and everything is great, man, but I'm talking about like we staying at my man's house. Like his family just opened up the home to us, man, and we in here. When I tell y'all Breathe University family, like let me just cross off the Breathe University part, and maybe that'll help y'all to understand. I feel like I just went to my grandmother's house. Like they got a spread on the table. We eating. I promise y'all, I ain't go to bed till probably like 12:30 last night. We just up talking. Like it just felt like, I'm talking about so comfortable. Like I'm playing with the kids. Man, we just had an amazing time. We're going to do some more shooting today, you know, kind of capture the essence of his story, get some B-roll and stuff, man. But, yep, from warm, sunny Maryland today, man.
Nice. And y'all are there for how long?
So we drove in yesterday. We'll probably be here most of today. We're trying to hit the road this evening to head back home. So we'll probably do, you know, kind of like a 24 to 48 hour little stint, get as much as we can and get back home so we can get back to that grind.
Nah, I thought you said y'all was on the road this morning. Don't sound like you're on the road.
No, so they pushed back just a tad. We were gonna go do a shoot. But again, I don't want to give too much of the story, but his dad is also on Breathe University. So we got a unique situation here. So we're actually going to his dad's workplace to kind of get some of the, you know, a deeper part of the story. But they kind of pushed back just a bit. So they gave me some extra time to jump on the podcast and, you know, get a piece in before I got to get running.
No doubt. Hip-hop preacher, man. Catch us up on your week thus far.
Oh, bro.
What's going on? What's going down?
Let's
You've
go
been
straight
home all
in.
week.
Hey, bro, I'm so pumped. Bro, I just want to go straight into the podcast. I know we ain't talk about what we want to talk about, and we ain't talk about what I want to talk about, but for those of you who missed the webinar on Monday, like, I don't even feel like talking about, like, I just want to wait, let them do all, like, the preliminaries, get all that over with, and then get me, like, in the middle of the show. Because I've been at this, man, since I was 19 years old, you know, and last night I just sat back and reflected on Monday, man, the webinar, bruh. I've been doing this for a long time, and we finally packaged this thing, you know, finally, PX90, you know, whatever those other programs are, man, like, you know, like when, yeah, whatever the, yeah,
P90X,
yeah, whatever
we'll
those programs are.
We'll take it.
Oh yeah, I promise.
Maybe that's why you ain't dropping enough weight.
Yeah, so
You doing PX90.
Yeah, so I promise y'all, man, I'm ready, y'all. Like, for real, I want to get past all of this. Like I said, I've been doing this for 20 years, and we finally packaged that thing that I feel like God gave me. So, like, for real, I don't want to talk about the Super Bowl. I don't want to talk about nothing. Like I said, I'm older. I'm 46. I've been doing this for 20 plus years. 20 plus years. And on Monday, I finally found, like, yo, we got it. We have our, whatever it is, we got our P7D. I know how to say that. We got our P7D. We have our program for those people out there who feel like God gave you a voice and you've been feeling trapped. Like, man, I know I got it. I can't seem to find my niche. I keep hitting this glass ceiling. You know, I can't spread my wings. I'm at this job I don't want to be at. I'm in this situation I don't want to be in. And I'm like, yo, we got you now. Just like for real, when you take that DVD and put it in, they tell you how many crunches to do. They tell you, you know what I'm saying, how many, like get this resistance rope, do this. Here go a 10-minute joint, 15-minute joint, 30-minute joint. You can get these results. Like, bruh, I've been like scatterbrained for a long time, all over the place. And not me personally, because I know my gift and I've been able to use it, but I haven't been able to help y'all. You know what I'm saying? The way I wanted to help you. And now we got that program, P7D, that I can tell you in 5 minutes, do this, 10 minutes, do that, 30 minutes, do that, in a year, do this. And we can guarantee you, if you put in the grind, whatever your dreams and goals are, you can literally use this format, man. So like I said, man, I ain't, y'all know me, I'm not, bah humbug, but bruh, I'm just at a different place. When you my age and you find like the thing you've been looking for your whole life, and I'm watching it on Monday, I do my little 5-10 minute speech, I get out, I'm not on there, I'm watching y'all do y'all thing, I'm nowhere on there, you're not hearing from me. It's like, yo, we finally got a system. We got our own system that we can give to you. So I'm just pumped up, man. And just real quick, just for some of y'all, like, yo, what sparked you? Like, yo, yeah, Monday did spark me, but what really, really sparked me, and the reason why I'm just like in this zone this morning, y'all, I saw something, man. I saw something last night, y'all, for real. And I know most of y'all missed it, but I saw Venus and Serena make it again, sisters, to the Australian Open. It's never been done. They're the oldest. Nobody has ever gone to an Australian Open at 36 years old. And they started 20 years ago. And it's still a Williams, doggone, Aussie, and shout out to all my Aussie family that celebrated Australian Day yesterday. But they in the finals, bro.
Wait,
the Williams
in the finals?
sisters are in the finals again after 20-some years. 20-some years.
Wow,
these
crazy.
Girls are still doing it. So I just got mad respect, because when I started my career, they were starting their career, and I wasn't on top in my career. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm blessed, with you guys to be doing that now, but they started on top, and after 20 years, they still on top. So, yeah, I'm just pumped, man. I'm ready to give y'all this P7D. And I mean, not on the podcast, but I'm saying for those of you who are ready to take your speaking career to the next level, like I'll be with you the next, prayerfully, 20 years, just going over this. Like, we don't got to start nothing new. We don't got to do nothing different. Like, we can take this one product, give it to you, and walk with you for the remainder of your career and help you blow up. So I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just pumped.
And so if you're wondering what we're talking about and you want to be a part and you've been saying, hey, I wish, they had a system or a program that I could get in, go to p7dominate.com. That's p7dominate.com. And so real quick, we'll bring this, like you said, we're not going to, for those of you, we got tons of people who listen to this who may not want to speak, whatever, but, there is a lesson, and I kind of tell you why, we came to this conclusion, and, this is really E's brainchild, but we talked about, you hear E talking about systems, and for those of you who were on the webinar Monday, you heard us break it down a little bit, but I want to go into it a little bit more for you guys here on the podcast about how a system can help you be successful in your life. I don't care if you're speaking or not. Like, that's not really what I'm on. I'm on, do you have a system, and is your system working, right? And so in order to, build a system for us, what E's talking about now is P7D, which is the speaker training program that we've launched. And it's not just for speakers like, motivational speakers or whatever. It is for trainers. It's for anybody who's looking to be a more effective communicator. And the reason E's so passionate is because for the longest, people have wanted, E to kind of teach them how to speak, how to communicate. Obviously, he's one of the most gifted communicators in the world. And we finally launched that program Monday, first to our Breathe University students and now to the world, where everybody can get access to this. We'll be doing 2-day, trainings and retreats and, ongoing support and just crazy stuff. But the reason that we're doing it is because we understand that in order to be successful, you have to be in a system. And we went back and, one of the things that we looked at, us, when we try to, develop something, and this is important, I'm telling you, for whatever area that you're in, I want you to listen to something. And this is, something that we went through and looked at two different teams that actually we identified as having the best systems. You guys know we're fans of sports, so we're not going to go sports heavy, but we're just going to keep it light and tell you why we looked at these two teams. So the first team we looked at was the San Antonio Spurs. And we said, okay, they got a system that's out of this world, right? They got a great head coach. We know that, Greg Popovich. The head coach is great. But listen to the years, guys, that they actually won the NBA championship. They won the championship in 1999, 2003, 2005, 2007, 2014. 99, 03, 05, 07, and 14. I want you to look at another team real quick, and I have theirs pulled up as well. The New England Patriots. 02, 04, 05, and 15. 02, 04, 05, and 15. What you see is years of dominance in that time. I mean, for the Spurs to win one in 99 and 14, for the Patriots to win one in 02 and 15, like with the exact same system, right? And so the reason that we're talking about systems now is because some of you have set your life up to have success in little bursts and little pockets, right? And we realized that if we were going to have success as a company over the long term, we had to set up a system that was conducive to allowing us to win for, a long time. So what does that look like? And it's funny because, we were sitting there talking about what are some of our systems, and our systems really look like the very first, key to our system is the unselfishness, right? And the willingness to put your own ego aside for the greater good. And I look at teams that could have had maybe the type of dynasty, and E called me the other day and was like, yo, that's just crazy. We look at teams that could have had that type of dynasty, and we look at, who do we look? Oh, Oklahoma City. He was like, can you believe that the top 3 MVP candidates in the NBA all played on the exact same team at one time? So you got Harden, Westbrook, and Kevin Durant, who are probably the top 3. I mean, of course, throw LeBron in there because he's LeBron. But they literally have the top 3 MVP candidates in the entire NBA, but they're playing for different teams, even though at one time
see, here's the challenge that I have, and I don't mean to interrupt you, but the problem that I have is that in the NBA right now, the model for a championship team is the big 3. That's the model. So when I was growing up, it was you had to have an Olajuwon, you had to have a Ewing. You know what I'm saying? You had to have a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had to have a big man, a center, in order to make it happen. And then the big 3 is that new model that came out. You had David Robinson. You had Tim Duncan. Like, that was the model in the earlier years. That model has shifted now to the big 3. And my thing is, they are all leaving, well, they left to get the big 3 when they were the big 3.
But here's the thing, though. This is what I'm talking about within the system, E. And within the system, you have to be willing to be unselfish. That's the first thing, because you cannot, listen, it's impossible to keep with the egos. Like, for real, I'm just being real. I tell people all the time, I love it. People are like, oh, you E right-hand man. I'm like, okay, I got you. And they like, but like when I grew up, I had the Jordans on too. Like, I never went and bought the Scottie Pippins. You know what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't me. You know what I mean? I wanted to be, number 1. Like, I never had any intentions on, oh, okay, you're going to be E guy. You know what I'm saying? I never wanted to be anybody's like 2-man. That wasn't the goal. But what I realized very early on, and Carl realized, is that, yo, we got a leader. And in order for us to have a system that works for a long period of time, we're going to have to give up some stuff. And so I had to give up some of that ego and be like, all right, cool. I'm willing to play the Pippen role in this system because I want to win a championship for a long time. I hope people are catching what we're saying. Some of you are not in the position that you want to be in because you have no system in your life, right? There's no system. You literally kamikaze. We talk about it. One day you're doing network marketing, the next day you're trying to get in real estate, the next day you're trying to speak, the next day, you running a car dealership. It doesn't make sense. There's no system. We put a system in place, right? In that system, E is the boss, right? Like E is like, for real, he got the bottom line say so. Now, they'll try to tell you that I do, and I do 99% of the time, but E got like the trump card. It come across his desk, boom, he stamp off on it, whatever. Every once in a while, he'll stop me in my tracks. I don't fight E when he tells me, see, we not doing this, we not doing that. There was something I wanted to do last night, and I called E, and he shut it down, right? I wanted to do it. I'll just be real. But E has the ultimate authority in the company, and I respect that. And so he told me, see, we're not doing that no more. We used to do that. We're not doing it anymore. This is more important. And we turned down a big check, and I was hurt, but whatever. So he put the veto on that. But that is part of our system is I make most of the decisions until E wants to make the decision, right? That's a part of our system, giving up our egos, everybody playing their own role. Carl has a very specific role on the team. I have a very specific role on the team. E has a very specific role on the team. And so this system, Josh now coming in, like Josh came into a system now. Josh is helping us refine our system, but he's a part of the system. So I'm saying if you're going to win, I think that most crucial part is initially you're going to have to sacrifice some of that ego in order to build that team. And obviously Harden, Durant, well, maybe I shouldn't say Westbrook because he's still there. Westbrook, like, I'm still here at the same spot we all got drafted to, but I don't know if it's money, I don't know if it's ego, whatever it is, but what everybody's looking for, they hadn't. Can you imagine if the three of them would have stayed together the entire time and been with the Thunder right now? Oh, my goodness.
So I think the thing that is interesting for me about a system when I think about it, is that a system is something, a good system, because, different people have different systems. But when I think about a good system, and y'all know I'm a Laker fan, so forgive me, but I'm going with the triangle, and that ain't even a Laker thing, so I don't even know why I said that, because it started, and I don't know if you remember the slides that we did a while back, but I forgot my man's name. He was the coach at.
Oh yeah, before Phil Jackson.
Like my man Tech something. I don't remember his name.
Yep, he was with the Bulls. Yep.
And the system came from before that. So I'm just talking about, here's the funny part for me, is that you can see systems that work and people still don't duplicate it. That's the part that trips me out. The Spurs, I know they got a system, but I realized the most obvious thing. Like, I was never a Spurs fan, but the Spurs have always had two centers, like a big power forward and, you know what I'm saying? They always had two people that was like big dudes. You know what I'm saying? So you always had David Robinson, not Tim Duncan. Yeah, David Robinson and your boy first. No, Tim Duncan came after. Who was before him? It was somebody else. Anyway, now they got your boy Aldridge and Gasol. Like, they keep two big dudes. Isn't it surprising that they're in the league, the playoffs every year? I'm saying that's one of the things that you see. So I'm just like, if you think about it, and I'm going to us now, this is something that we've refined. Like, this is something we started a year ago. He's been doing the speaking thing forever. But now, like, y'all have heard us talk about it. We started this thing in high schools, middle schools, like elementary schools. You know what I'm saying? And grew it and refined it and refined it and refined it and still refining it. So you get to a point now where the system is, like, I'm not trying to brag, but it's proven now. You know what I'm saying? We have won championships. Like, we're not playing games. We have won championships. You go back and look at the track record, and it started in elementary schools. And we got kids and principals in elementary schools calling us saying, like, can y'all still come now? You know what I mean? And we've never lost that. And now we've built and added to that and added to that and added to that. So I'm saying, you think about Phil Jackson winning all them championships with the Bulls, then going to the Lakers. Can you explain to me why other teams haven't just looked at what my man is doing and duplicated? I ain't trying to be funny.
Yeah, I can. Let me say.
I don't get it. Why haven't, like, right now, like, every team should be doing the triangle because it works. You know what I'm saying? At some point, it's going to have to evolve.
Yeah, the challenge, though, with the triangle is you have to believe in the triangle and be triangle-ish, you know what I'm saying, and understand triangle to do triangle. You know what I'm saying? And that's the deal. Like, but I do believe there are a couple coaches that could probably do that. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's the challenge. And let me say this, see, Like, man, yo, I'm sorry. I apologize. I want to hold this fire back, you know, but for those of you who are listening, so that you could really see where I am, just imagine, if you will, you know, for those of you who've ever been like in a spiritual a session, and whoever the presenter was got to a point where you felt like they were talking directly to you, and you either had to run out because it was too much, or you had to run to the front and just fall on your face. Like, that's where I am, because man, y'all got to understand, I've been doing this for over 20 years. Like, do not think for 1 minute I do not know what it takes to start a ET speakers training. Like, I could have done that 7 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 years ago, when this company got to a certain place and I became a household name. I could have easily do it. Every time you turn on the computer, you see one of the top motivational speakers has a training. The reason why we never did it, guys, is because we didn't just want to throw something together. Like, we weren't trying to make money. We wanted to be able to package this thing where when you picked it up, it was like hooked on phonics. Like hooked on phonics, where you could grab this joker and run with it. And so I'm so excited, because our system, listen to me, our system is for all of you out there that you didn't grow up in that neighborhood where you, like, what is it, 6 degrees of separation, Carl? You didn't grow up in a neighborhood where you was 1 degree away. You didn't grow up in a neighborhood where you were 2 degrees away, where somebody in your neighborhood, what a father or mother was an entrepreneur, 3rd generation. Like, you didn't go to a high school or middle school, you know, where everybody was like connected, like country clubs and, you know, degrees, and like you don't come from money. And so we put this program together for those of you who are 7 degrees. You 7 degrees, you 8 degrees separation. We put this program together so that when you got a hold of it, that boom, you 3. I'm thinking about Marshall. Y'all talking about Marshall and his company and how he just blew up immediately when he became a part of Breathe University. He was like 1 separation away. So for me, I'm so excited, because for all of you out there who feel like, yo, I didn't have my father, and as a result of that, it's some stuff that I'm missing, or I didn't have my mother, you know what I'm saying, or I didn't do good in school, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't, you know, a valedictorian, like I wasn't the most likely to succeed. You're going to be able to take this no matter where you are. No matter where you come from, you're going to be able to take this and compete with people whose family 3rd generation money. People who graduated with, you know, law degrees easily, you know, passed the bar exam on the first one. People who became doctors, engineers. Like, you have always been on the outskirts, and we have something for you that you're going to be able to take, and you're going to be able to get in the game. And if you're willing to work hard, you won't be able to just be in the game. Bruh, you will be, I'm talking about sustained in the game. Your marriage is going to be better. Your relationship with your children going to be better. Like, you're going to finally be able to walk in your purpose, you know, and walk around proud. You're not going to have to, like, not go to the high school reunions or the college reunions. Like, you know, you're not going to have to not participate in certain things because you're not where you want to be in life. I'm telling y'all, I've been working with people before. Now that I'm with C, Carl, Josh, the other members of the team, like, we have put something together that the average human being, and when C said it's not just for speakers, it's not. My boy is an NFL coach, right? He's an NFL coach. He's not the head coach, but he's an NFL coach, and he called me the other day. He said, E.T., other than the coach, I speak every single day to the team. I need your help, E. I'm running out of content. I'm running out of ways, you know, to communicate with them because I have to do it every day. I need your help, E. I'm like, bruh, have we got a show for you? Have we got a program for you? And so, man, I'm just so excited because what Carl is saying is those of you who don't have a system, you won't have to spend the next 10 years trying to speak and try to do a system. And it's hard when you try and chase 2 rabbits, bruh. It is difficult when you're trying to chase 2 rabbits to catch one, right? And so what we're about to do, we're about to simplify the system part for you. And we're going to you're going to be able to be a franchisee, bruh, your own. And C said something the other day that I just like, I love this company. I respect this company so much. C said, E, when they get to the highest level and we get to a point where we're starting to use our network to put them in certain platforms, we're not trying to take their money, E. We're not trying to get 25, 35% off of them, E. We're not trying to do that. And so, man, I'm just so, come on, y'all listening today, forgive me, but we got something for y'all. You know, we got a system for y'all. And imagine if Phil Jackson, he was playing. So he wasn't trying to get a system out. We playing and giving it to you. We are literally playing. We got the triangle, and we're not trying to keep the triangle to ourselves. We have the triangle and saying we're going to give you the triangle. We don't mind you competing with us. We don't mind you winning championships with us. We don't mind. So just imagine if Phil Jackson could have wrapped up his coaching formula in a book or in a package and give it to all the high school coaches, D1, D2, JUCO, you know, little small community colleges, NBA. Imagine if you were a coach and you could get that triangle, what it would do for your career. And what we're saying to you is, as it relates to not motivational speaking, as it relates to effectively communicating, if that's a part, if you have to do presentations, if you have to speak to somebody, like whatever it is, you counseling somebody, we're about to give you the system that is going to make you a champion. And I'm telling you, I am glad about it because my university that I went to before Michigan State, Oakwood, they taught us enter to learn, depart to serve. Enter to learn, depart to serve. And I have something that's going to outlast me. It's going to outlast C. It's going to outlast Carl. This system will be around for years and years to come. And it's finally going to put people who were on the outskirts of success, people who had to window shop, people who could never get in the game. They're about to get this system, and they're about to get in the game. And I'm so pumped up about it.
You messing with me. Yeah, I was going to say, see, he messing with me. I said quick, see, because I'm telling y'all, man, I don't want to blow it in terms of the interview we did with Marshall last night, E, but you've just literally captured the essence of the whole documentary working on. I'm just saying, Marshall is just explaining what his life was before. And like I said, this is BU, you know what I'm saying? And BU is a platform, but BU is not as specific as the P7D. So I'm saying with BU, just the network, like he talked about the degrees of separation. He just said some stuff last night, man, that I'm telling you, I don't want to blow it. See, I'm this close, but I don't want to blow it. We're working too hard on this. But just the content that he said last night, and I'm telling you, I'm talking about the tears, like, yo, this is where my life was. And he's like, in a matter of weeks, listen to what I'm telling y'all, a matter of weeks, I'm in a place where, these are his words, I'm in a place where, like, I don't know what to do with all the stuff that's coming my way right now. He's like, I need an administrative assistant. I need another 2 or 3 people on staff in a matter of weeks. Understand what I'm telling y'all? And like I said, the system in BU is a system, but it's not as specific as this. And we already got people that are having, I'm talking about massive success, massive. He's at home with his family. Yeah, everything shut down. Nobody leaving the house. His wife is at home. Wow. Oh, man, I don't want to blow it. I'm going to stop, C. Go for it, C. I don't want to blow it.
No, I'm just sitting here as you guys are talking, and I'm looking at 2 players that I want to talk about. One is a gentleman by the name of Chris Hogan, right? And Chris Hogan, I don't know how many of y'all saw the Patriots win the other day, but of course they won. I'm talking about smashed the Steelers, right? And when you talk, I just gave you guys the system. So in addition to winning the championship those years, they also had playoff appearances 05, 06, 07, 09, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, right? So the Patriots, okay, they're getting it done. But you look at the system, and here's what a system does. And I want to make this practical, right? Here's what a system does. This guy, Chris Hogan, who, if you watched the game the other night, you saw him just going crazy. 4 years of lacrosse at Penn State.
Wait, you said, stop. You said lacrosse. That's what you said, right?
Yeah, okay, I said lacrosse, right? I didn't say football.
4 years of lacrosse.
4 years of lacrosse at Penn State. 1 year of football at Monmouth.
Where's that at? See? Yeah, where's that at?
Where's that at?
Monmouth, Canada. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Undrafted, right? He didn't get drafted. I guess he tried out for some teams. He got cut by 4 NFL teams. Sunday, he sets the Patriots playoff record for most receiving yards in a playoff game.
Unbelievable.
I hope y'all just heard what I said. The boy was playing lacrosse and getting cut by every NFL team. Like, the Bills cut him, I think. You know what I'm saying? The Bills cut my man. He goes to the Patriots and was Tom Brady's biggest weapon. Like, I hope, if you in your car driving right now, you should be yelling excited because this is what happens when you get in the right system. Some of you, it's not that you, listen, and this ain't about speaking or no program or nothing. Some of you are not winning in your life because you're in the wrong system. You have not set yourself up for success. My man Hogan is the exact same player he probably was last year, right? Like, he might have got a little better, but my man was capable of doing this the whole time. It was within him, but he was in the wrong system. And now that he's in the right system, he's able to thrive. The next one I'm going to talk about is going to hurt my feelings a little bit. For those of you who saw my Super Bowl prediction video on Instagram, and I predicted that my Super Bowl prediction was that the Lions would never make the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was my Super Bowl prediction. But listen to this. Oh, I love it. Oh my goodness. Help me, for real. Help me because I'm really irritated and frustrated. This next guy who balled out the other day, his name is Kyle Van Noy. All right, plays for the Patriots as well. Now, why am I upset at this situation? Because the Lions got rid of my man earlier this year because they said he couldn't play.
This year.
Hold on. I said the Lions got rid of this dude because they said he couldn't play.
What was the Lions' record this year?
The Detroit Lions. I just read off how many times the Patriots went to the playoffs. So no, because you thinking they got better players. You see what I'm saying? Like, you thinking they winning because they have better players. Oh, they got this, they got that. No. And this is on defense. So you can't even say this got nothing to do with Tom Brady. This dude plays linebacker. So this ain't even like, oh, Tom Brady just made my man better because he's so great or whatever. You want to go with that argument. This man plays defense and could not get on the field for the Detroit Lions and is out there balling for the Patriots. Listen to what Bill Belichick said. Kyle's long and fast. He has the ability to cover a lot of space. He did a great job to get the ball out there. Patriots head coach Bill Belichick said in his post-game press conference. I'm sitting here going, wow, you see one system that's broken, right, in the Lions, and what happens when a player's in the wrong system? And now my man Van Noy, after getting cut by the doggone Detroit Lions, who have never been to a Super Bowl in the history of Super Bowls, he gets cut by them and now is making impact plays in the Super Bowl for the New England Patriots. That's the difference. Listen, I'm not talking about sports. That's the difference between being in the wrong system and being in the right system, and what being in the right system can do for you, your career, your family, etc. So you have got to get in that right system. And E, I want to know, I guess, from you, because you were in the wrong system when you started speaking. Like, you had the team you had around you, or whatever your system was not conducive to you going to that next level. So talk about what happened when you were in, the system you were in before, Carl and I in the squad, and the system that you're in now, and how that for you, as talented or whatever anybody wants to think about he's just the greatest speaker in the world. The system rules apply to everybody. So
everybody.
Can you break that
First
down?
of all, let me shout my boy Kyle.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That's E's guy.
Y'all
Van
know
Noy.
that's my man,
E's
50
guy.
grand. That's my man, 50 grand. I hate we lost him. In Detroit, we took that L, but I'm so proud of him. And let me tell y'all something. When Kyle was with Detroit, and it's no disrespect to him, when Kyle was in Detroit, like, I don't really remember like him like reaching out to me like that. Let me tell you something. I'm talking about first playoff game. He reached out to me like, yo, E, I'm going to need, tell me which books to read, what to do, because I want to be ready for the offseason. And I'm like, Kyle, the offseason? You play for the Patriots. Y'all just won the first round of the playoffs. What do you mean the offseason? And so, see, you understand how being in a different system has changed the same kid's mindset? This kid is getting ready for offseason, see? So I'm saying he already, and not offseason like we about to lose, but I want to transform. I want to get to another level. And so I just mad shout out to my boy Kyle. Let me say this to you guys though. This is the difference in a system. Please hear me, because some of y'all cheating yourselves. And as C and Carl was breaking all this down, I was thinking about a group of y'all. I'm sitting here thinking about a group of y'all. Let me tell you who you are. When you get in a system, the very first thing that changes is the mentality. Don't fool yourself. The X's and O's, everybody could do that. Anybody can do a triangle. That's why I told Carl. I'm sure somebody tried to do the triangle, it didn't work because they didn't have the heart of a triangle. They didn't have the mindset of a triangle. CJ's mindset is different. Carl's mindset is different. Listen to me. Before we started this podcast, guys, we switching our batteries. That's what we talking about. We talking about batteries? We talking about batteries? I'm sitting here like, no, we not talking about batteries. We about to start a podcast and we talking about batteries? Like, this don't make sense. We talking about frequencies on the doggone, who you got the right seat, you got the right, why? Because Carl doesn't do whatever it is he does, editing, BU finances, editing the podcast. That's not what he does. He is a scientist, doggone it. He likes to work in the lab. So whatever he does it with that mentality. So now I'm 120 and speaking, C 120 and branding, Carl 120 and taking everything in the lab and chopping it up and getting the most that he can get out of it. It's a mentality. And let me tell y'all who I'm talking to. I'm talking to those of you who will never go to the next level. Why? Because you listen to the podcast for free. You go to the TGIMs for free. Everything you do is free. You're trying to find a way to blow up without a system. And I'm trying to explain to you, you cannot do it. Now, this the only thing I'd say, this the only credit I'll give to LeBron. The only credit I'll give to LeBron is that, and I don't know why it's this way, so I got to be cautious about, defending him too much, but the reality is LeBron has never been in a system. Bottom line, he's never been in the system. I don't know why. I don't understand it. I don't know what's going on, but he has never really been in a system. You understand what I'm saying? And so I could only imagine if he would have been in the triangle. I mean, who knows? I don't know. But maybe if he would have been in the triangle, maybe if he would have been one of the big men, in Pop's, system. I don't know. But I do know that there are a lot of you like that. You are very talented at what you do. We're talking about 3 championships for LeBron. If LeBron had been drafted to the Bulls when Phil Jackson was there, or drafted to the Lakers, that 3 out of 7 could have easily been 6 out of 7 or 7 out of 7. So there are a lot of LeBrons out here. You are good at what you do. There is no doubt that pound for pound in terms of talent that you got it going on. And why do I speak so adamantly about LeBron? Because I'm LeBron. I was that dude that was super duper talented. I was given a gift. I didn't work for this. I have done some things to, school and research and studying and grinding, but let's just be real. I was born with this. Of course, I've had to hone it, develop it, but I was born with the ability to speak. Nobody gave this to me. I didn't take a course, or I didn't go to some doctor and they sewed this in my throat. Like, I was gifted with this. But before I met Carl, CJ, before they said, okay, do it this way, and okay, we're going to do it this way, and we're going to do it this way. Before they gave me some structure, right, and some objectives and some goals and some milestones and some tasks and some deadlines, before that, guys, I was just good, and I was going to change a lot of people's lives. But I have relationships with people outside of this country. I know people outside of this country. I'm influencing other countries. So they took me from good and made me great. And I want to appeal to somebody out there that doesn't want to spend $19.99. Shame on you. Shame on you for not investing in yourself. You spent $20 on food. You spent $100 and some on Beats by Trey. You spent money on those shoes, those red bottoms. You spent money on that Canadian Goose. You bought Yeezys. For Christ's sake, you bought Yeezys. You're walking around with J's on, and you're trying to find a way not to invest in you. And I'm calling you out. Right now I'm calling you out. And I'm not calling you out, and I say this with pride. I have not made a dime off of Breed University. I've not made a dime off of books. I'm not saying this because I need your money. I do not need your money. I'm saying this because I'm watching this Venus and Serena, and they'll tell y'all, I started on Venus and Serena. I didn't just get started with those girls. I've been watching them from the beginning, and I knew from the beginning that, okay, they got talent, but we are watching history in the making. Serena may possibly tomorrow win more titles in the Open era, and then she's only going to be one away from the young lady who won when they was using wooden tennis rackets.
When you sisters and y'all about to play in the finals, like Serena about to had a record for the most. I know Serena probably want Venus to win because Venus, you know, she was good, but she wasn't on Serena level. It's like, do they really, they probably share a hotel room together. It's like, no, I'm just saying, I'm trying to figure out, my brother, I'm like, yo, you want to win tomorrow? No, man, you got it. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, and I'm just saying because I guess, you know, I look at, you know, me and my brother, right? And I got two brothers, my older brother, but my youngest brother, we're only 13 months apart and probably close like Venus and Serena. He lives right next door to me. You know what I'm saying? Like literally we're probably as close as you can be. And we grew up playing on the same team a lot. You know, every other year we were on the same team, just the way it broke down the age divisions and all of that. And I promise you, when he put up points, it was like I was putting up points. Like there was literally no difference in terms of the feeling. Like if my brother was balling out there, I literally felt like I was balling. It was, 100% interchangeable. Like I really believed that. Like there was no point where I was like, oh man, I need to score more than him. We never really had that sibling rivalry in that way. Like it was literally like, yo, he was my little brother and he was a beast. And I used to be, I promise you, when I graduated high school, of course I wasn't playing anymore, and he was playing high school football, and I used to go back and watch him, and he was killing. I think I was more excited to watch him play and watch him do well than I was when I was out there doing well myself. So can you imagine the conversations that
I'm gonna challenge you though.
Being had right now? You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like they're playing an individual sport. Serena, like I'm about to break this record. Like I'm saying, it's gonna be in my mind, it's gonna be a friendly rivalry.
Yeah, but I just don't, man. But you see them and don't get me wrong. In some cases, I feel like I agree with you, but in some cases, it's like I seen them play each other before, and it was like kind of like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like
I'm saying, especially for Venus though, Venus has already said it. Like, I don't even know why they shouldn't even play tomorrow, to be honest, awkward. Unless something happens. Because Venus has never wanted, like Venus has always wanted Serena, you know, to win. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you've noticed, right after Venus wins, she get dressed super duper quick. And she back out watching Serena play.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like she had every match. You know what I'm saying?
You've been in charge of her happiness. You know what I'm saying? Like,
every match.
I couldn't do it. I promise you.
So I don't know about Serena.
I just, you know what I'm saying? I don't think I could. Like we might go out there and just have like a little tough. You know what I'm saying? Like we gonna do this for the world so they can see. But the winners decided.
But here,
let Pops decide the winner.
But here's why I'm so excited though. Yeah, this is why I'm so excited though. See, and for those of you who don't follow tennis who are listening, you have to understand why this is so monumental, because Venus was sick. So Venus had an illness that really took her out of the game. Venus, when you talk about transformation, what she had to do was change her complete diet. She had to change her routine. And if you notice what Venus does now is that I'm talking about after every point she stops and she wipes her face. But what she's actually doing is giving herself a rest because she's still playing with a sickness. So for a while, she wasn't ranked. And so she would have to play her sister a lot earlier. And what she had to do to put herself in a position to be good enough to be on the other side of the field so that she wouldn't have to compete with her sister until the finals is phenomenal on its own. And a lot of y'all think I'm just following tennis. I'm not. I'm in school when I watch these girls. I'm taking notes. And so the thing about the Australian Open finals that's unique, that nobody loses. You don't lose. Now, if they were playing in the quarterfinals or the semifinals, it would be a loss. But no matter who wins tomorrow, there's a big purse involved because you're 1 and 2, and you both get an opportunity to get a trophy tomorrow, and you both make a speech. So your parents are going to hear a speech twice. Your home is going to be filled with 2 trophies. You know,
what kind of system is that? What kind of system are they
Richard
in? Wow.
Richard Williams, bro. Richard Williams.
Listen, man. Listen, if you want to get in the sweet system, you need to go to HelloFresh.com. This is a sweet system, y'all. And I've never used a service like this, but I did go and they sent us some samples, man. Shout out to HelloFresh. They sent some samples, guys, and I'll be honest. I'm like, if y'all like me, you got a few things that you cook like pretty well, but you can only do them so many times before they just get tired. Like I can only make tacos,
no doubt.
You know what I'm saying, turkey burgers for so long before it start getting tired, right?
Fire.
So HelloFresh, man, they sent me, some samples, man. Shout out to them. And I promise y'all, if you're looking for an alternative meal option, if you're tired of cooking the same thing and your family's like, good God, we have hot dogs again, Dad, you need to try HelloFresh.com. I promise you, they sent me, I literally was in the kitchen and I wanted to see if I could cook it, right? Because, for me and you guys out there, if you're busy, I'm working all the way up until I go get the kids. I go get the kids at, 5 o'clock. Candace gets home around 5:30. And sometimes it's just tough to get like a sweet dinner in. So, you end up eating, tuna sandwiches or turkey sandwiches, like just stuff you don't necessarily want to eat for dinner every night. And HelloFresh, man, they sent it to me. I wasn't sure how it was going to work out. And but they sent me, I got, the meat was in like this cooler. It was like at the door, it was like in this, I don't know if it's dry ice or whatever, but the meat was in there, it was fresh. And then they send you all the ingredients. I mean, every ingredient you could possibly need. So I'm in the kitchen and I'm like, let me see if this works. So the first thing I cooked up was the honey mustard glazed chicken. I was like, yo, this is crazy. They sent me every single thing I could possibly need, like in the exact portion that you need. So like if you need salt and pepper, they send you like the exact amount of salt and pepper. If you need like a white wine sauce, they send you the bottle. It's like dump the whole thing in and you come up with the ingredients. They send you the vegetables, the onions, the ginger root, whatever else that, like all of these exotic things. Like I'm gonna be real, the next thing I cooked up, and it was fire, and Candace would tell you, she was like, yo, this is really good. The next thing I chefed up was the sizzling stir-fried beef. And it had like this bok choy vegetable. I'm not even sure what bok choy is.
But it's in a system. Like, that's all that
matters. No, I'm serious. No. It was bok choy. No. It was fire. Like it was fire. It was something called bok choy. It's like this vegetable. I don't know. But it was like a different kind of vegetable. But I promise you, the flavors were tremendous. I don't just say that because I tell Carl all the time, yo, we got to test it out before we put it on the podcast, before we whatever. And so they sent it to me, and I promise you, I am now a customer. I believe in it. Like, it is so easy, so fast. I cooked both of them in under 20 minutes. I promise you, it was ready to go. I even plated it like real sweet because they had the rice like in the perfect proportion. So I like plated it and put it in the bowl and then flipped it upside down and then up, pulled the bowl up so it was sitting in a little mound for Candace. And the plate looked incredible. The flavors were crazy. It was fresh. It was easy, inexpensive to feed your family with it. And it's a great switch up, man. If you're tired of, eating the same thing on a regular basis, I promise you switch up, man. Go to HelloFresh.com and listen, just to our listeners, all right, they're giving you a major discount, right? If you use the promo code SUCCESS, they're going to give you a discount on your first order. I promise you it's going down. Look at HelloFresh.com. Let me see. They're going to save you $35 on your first week of deliveries. So go check them out, man, and use the promo code SUCCESS. Don't forget to use the promo code SUCCESS so you can get that discount. But go check it out, especially to all my dads out there. You ain't been doing your job and pulling your weight in the kitchen. I promise you. Hey, don't even tell your girl you're doing the HelloFresh. Right?
Just go order.
Get the HelloFresh, have them send it to the crib, get off work a little early, whatever you do, chef it up, have it ready, throw all the, the stuff that it comes in away, and have your wife just thinking you made her a gourmet fire. And listen, man, it's healthy, you know, it was literally next level. The whole family liked it. Trey ate it. It was great. So go to HelloFresh.com. Use the promo code
Did anybody
success.
just catch Van Noy
Guys,
and
am I
Bok
tripping
Choy?
or?
I just want to make sure I'm the only person that caught that. I just want to make sure.
Oh, Van Noy, yeah, no doubt. Hey, well, hey, yeah, it's a sign for sure. So shout out to HelloFresh.com. Go check them out, man. Promo code success. Am I tripping or do kids listen when they want to listen? And let me tell y'all my experience. You can tell us from the older perspective, but I'm going to tell you from the preschool perspective, right? So I go up to the school the other day. What's today? Thursday morning. I go up to school Monday or Tuesday. And the Trey's teacher pulls me aside and she's like, hey, just want to let you know that, you know, your son was calling people and things stupid today in school. And I'm like, okay. I looked at her. I'm like, and I'm like, clearly he learned it from up here. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you telling me? But I didn't say, I was like, okay. And then, like, I'm going to be honest, she kind of got under my skin because she was like, well, just remember that whatever you say and the kids are sponges. And I'm sitting here like, look, chick, I got my master's degree and took some child development classes. I'm well aware of how children learn. Like, don't try to sit up in here. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't say that, but like that was kind of what was on my mind. She's cool. I like her. You know what I'm saying? She's not a bad person, but I'm like, don't try to reprimand me. You know, they're talking about these kids just learning to talk. They're going to hear some stuff in school, but I'm like, I don't even say stupid. Like, we don't even say that at home. Now, if he said some other stuff, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like, he heard that, you know, if he heard that during the Lions game, maybe the Spartans game, he might have heard something else. I'll take blame for that. I don't even say stupid in my house. So I'm looking at her like, just shut up, all right? So we leave, we go, and so I, of course, have a talk with Trey. Trey, we don't say stupid, you know, right? So I go home, and now, you know, it's like, now that it's on your mind, you thinking about it, I realized in the past 2-3 days, I literally say stupid every 5 minutes. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, yo, like last night, I was talking to Candace, Trey was sitting right there, and she said something. And I was like, babe, that's stupid. And she looked at me and was like, and I was like, wow, like literally, you know how it's like, if you ever bought a car and then you start seeing that car on the road all the time, like since she said that he said stupid, I realized that I say it every 30 seconds. So I'm sitting there, I feel like I got to go apologize to the teacher because I was looking at her. I just disregarded her. I was like, yeah, whatever, be quiet. I walked away. Yo, I literally say stupid every 5 minutes. Like I didn't even think I said the word stupid, but I'm pissed because I'm like, Trey, I'm trying to have you pick up some other things. I'm telling you to do stuff around the house. Go throw this away. Go do that. You ain't heard nothing I said, right? You just ignore me. You playing with your toys. It's like you can't hear a thing. As soon as I say stupid, now you done took it to school. You done told the little boy, oh, that's stupid. That looks stupid. I'm like, unbelievable. But am I tripping or do kids have selective hearing?
We could move on. No tripping there at all. They choose. Jordan will choose and I guess it is how you say stuff, see, because you say it in an expressive way. Like you say stupid, but you don't realize. Like my wife says, oh my gosh, all the time. So one time, Jordan said it, and it just was like, so when they say it, just sounds so different. Like, what in the, he just, something with his toes, he's like, I'm talking about as expressive as you can. Oh my gosh. And I'm like, I looked at him and I looked at her like, yo, what? Like, where you get that from? And he don't even know where he got it from. But like, they just hear everything, man, and they use it.
They hear everything, and it's forced me to work on, I'd already been trying to decrease my swear allotment for the day, but I promise you, I don't know what I had, a bowl of something in the kitchen,
swear
right?
Count.
And I dropped it, and I said Smith, right? I said Smith. It's a PG podcast, right? You know what I'm saying? Except for the Grown Man Gifts episode, we've been pretty clean. And so I dropped the bowl, and I was like, Smith. And I said it, you know, like pretty loud. Now, I looked around and I did see Trey, but again, he wasn't even paying attention to me, nothing. I was like, I escaped, right? So it was about 2-3 days later, my man dropped the toy. It was like, Smith. I was like, yo, But like the thing is, I ain't want to like yell at him for it because I'm like, you know, it's like taboo. Then once you like go tell him never say that again in life, then it's like all he can say. So I'm left at like, you know what I'm saying? I'm at that age, guys, or I guess my son is at that age where you literally gotta watch everything. But I'm just saying, Carl, it's just crazy to me how when you want them to do things, they don't, and then the things you don't want them to do, they do. Like for instance, here go a 2-for-1. Am I tripping? Or when you want your child to wake up, you could drive a cement truck, a semi truck through their room, and they won't even budge. But the second you trying to get them to go to sleep, a mouse take a pee on cotton and they look at, daddy. I'm like, what in the, I'm like, go back to sleep. But I promise you, if we got to get up early, we're going on a road trip, we got to catch a flight or something, I go, Trey, I can shake his back, wake him up. I'm talking about this kid dead to the world. I'm just like, wow. So some of the joys of being parenting, shout out to little Avery though. She just causes me no stress. That's my.
Oh, let me tell. No, let me say this, see, because I ain't get to say it before. Let me tell y'all, we driving in the car. We were in Atlanta. What was this? Maybe a couple weeks ago. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Avery looked around that little car seat and smiled at me, bro. I put my hand over there and she grabbed my finger. I was done. I'm talking about done. Out for the count. Like, she is just the perfect little baby, man. Just smiling. Oh, my goodness.
No, Avery Marie is a chunky little piece of love joy. She is, I mean, she don't cry. Like, yo, she just smiles at you. Like, that's all she does is literally smile. That little girl has turned me into a marshmallow. Like, and when she sees me, she lights up like a Christmas tree. She's so sweet. She's cuddly. She just sit there with me, chill out, watch the game. It's insane, man. So shout out to her. I got love both of my kids. I love both of my kids equally, of course, but it's just different. Let's jump into, let's see what y'all want to do. We covered that. Let's go to Ask ET. We got some questions from Ask ET today. Jeff in Iowa says, ET, what would you do if you won the lottery?
Oh man, if I won the lottery, man, I would probably instantly, build that academy. In twofold. One would be for, those gifted but troubled, students who are like borderline, and then of course those kids who are coming out of a youth detention or either out of a prison. And then the teacher training portion. I just feel like our American school system could be so much stronger if our teachers, had a truer understanding of the pupils that they teach. I just think that a lot of teachers, where they come from, they don't have the experience, and so they don't know how. I think they're great instructors. I think they do have the ability, but some of the non-cognitive factors that it takes to inspire and to empower some of our students, they don't have. If you're not your traditional, I can sit down, I can comprehend certain things, like they just don't seem to. So that teacher training piece is big for me. So for me, that would be it. And of course, the P7D put a facility together, state-of-the-art facility together to bring in, change agents and help those change agents, and thought leaders to get some of the tools that they need or put them in the system to be able to go back to wherever their environments are and bring about significant change to their environment. So that's the first thing I think, I would do with it. And y'all know me, man. I'm always, students or wherever I go giving away money, so I like to be able to just have some miscellaneous funds to send kids study abroad, buy computers, scholarships for schools, just things that kids who are very gifted and talented, again, who just don't have the resources. See, like, it's a lot of kids out there, man, that's doing it in school. Like they're getting good grades, they're playing sport, like they're doing the right thing. It's just unfortunate. I don't mean to be disrespectful. I know there's some people that's going to challenge me on this, but some of our babies didn't, land right, see, when it came to the parent lottery. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to leave it right there. But a lot of our babies, man, that parent lottery, they came up short. And so I would like to be able to be of assistance to those who are just great kids, but just ended up on the wrong side of the parent lottery.
I'll buy me a mansion. You know what I'm saying? I would, you know what I'm saying? I let E do the deep stuff. I'm about to get me a mansion with a movie theater in the basement and a pool.
Question.
You know what I'm saying? A pool in the.
And I'll come over your house when
exactly.
I need to. See.
Once you broke from giving all your money away, you can come live at my house. You know what I'm saying?
No questions asked.
Let's see. Malcolm in San Diego said, "Who was the most playful member of the squad?" Oh, that's easy.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's C. But what's playful? Telling jokes all the time?
I don't know. He just said playful. But E is definitely the most playful in my eyes. Because here's the thing. I say everything E want to say. And then when it's just me, Carl, and E, now E try to put on a little front in front of everybody else because he got to be pastor and all that. But
he can
E
get
jokes
loose.
just as much as I joke. Oh, he can get loose.
I can get loose. C stay loose. Like C don't. Yeah, he don't have moments of looseness. Like he just loose.
I had the unfortunate opportunity of rooming with C a couple of times. C stay on looseness. Once we not at work, C stay on looseness. It's loose all day.
He stay on looseness.
Hey. It's funny though, because how can I be the most playful and
you
the
figured
meanest?
out a unique
that
balance.
don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I promise you have.
All right. Gerard in London said, E, what was your best subject in school?
Oh, definitely gym. Murdered it.
It took him 12 years to get a 4-year degree. Is that a trick question?
Yeah.
I'm saying,
but if he's talking
he had a lot of mastery over those 12 years.
I'm just talking about though, if he's talking about K through 12, then gym for sure I was the man.
No, you know what? He's pretty good at math, though. Yeah, you're pretty good at math.
I am. I did good at math, but gym, all A's, math. Math I did.
Shout out to
I
Jim.
did good in math up into calculus. When I took calculus in college, that was where it kind of stopped. Pre-cal, I did good, but once I got to cal, I was like,
calculus.
Hey, I'm just saying,
I never even attempted calculus. Algebra had me stuck.
I failed calculus my first go around, so yeah, it ain't no joke.
Oh, look, that's when I invented the saying, we ain't never even gonna need this again in life. You know what I'm saying? You know how you can't do something, you like, look, I ain't never gonna need this again, and I haven't. Shout out to the fact that I have not. I said it, and I really have not needed it. Let's see, Cynthia said, E, if you could visit one place you've never been, where would it be?
Oh, South Africa. Yeah, South Africa.
Oh, yeah, yep, South Africa.
Africa in general. That's my next, you know what I'm saying? We're going to put our energies on that next and, and get there. So for sure, South Africa. Or Africa in general, I'm sorry.
No. Yep. Jesse and Austin said, what TV shows do you guys watch, if any?
I was going to say sports.
We watch the NBA.
Yeah, sports. That's pretty much
NFL.
it.
Yeah. But you know what I do watch? With my wife. And this is going to sound crazy to a lot of people that's listening. And Carl know what I'm about to say. But my wife loves, and I do not know why, my 600-pound life, I think is what it's called, or either story or whatever. My wife loves that. And all the other stuff that I watch with her, I'm not going to lie, I kind of just like entertain her. Like, I don't necessarily know that I like it, but I love her. So I like spending time with her. But I've been intrigued. I've been intrigued by my 600-pound life. And I think the reason why I've been intrigued, Carl, is because some people have the willpower, to make the adjustment, and because you have to lose, like, I think 100 and something pounds before the doctor will do the surgery. And there's a group that have, like, they change their diet. This is not like the Biggest Loser or whatever, when you got like the top trainers and all this equipment. No, these are people just in their normal house grinding, to get it done. Some people can, some people can't. But I watched the episode last night where a lady literally had to send her son back to the father just because he was causing some emotional challenges, and that was triggering her eating. And so she was crying, hurt that he left, but she started losing weight, once my man left. So it's just real stuff. It's not, what's the word I'm looking for? It's staged, it's not staged. You could tell, like, it's authentic, it's people struggling. So I'm kind of intrigued by that show.
And please don't forget the haves and have-nots, because you and Didi was FaceTime watching that joint.
But he asked the question though. I can't tell you that I necessarily enjoy.
He didn't say that. He said, "What do you watch?" He didn't say enjoy.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. But you know what? This week y'all gonna laugh. I didn't watch it because Serena was playing, and I came upstairs, and Didi wasn't watching it. She was upstairs working. I guess it's like quarter close, like that type of thing. See, for her job, they're getting ready. They're doing whatever reviews or whatever they have to do to finish the year off. And she was upstairs working on some indicators or something she called it. And I was like, what? And I actually watched it for about 10, 15 minutes. Was like, okay, she's not down here. I can put it on what I want to watch. And I went upstairs and she wasn't watching. I'm like, what's going on? She was like, oh, we got our, our clothes, whatever it is. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe we about to stop watching it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. 1 week in a row, see? We're going to see what happens next week.
The DVR?
Did y'all record it, though?
No. We never recorded. Oh, we never. I don't even use my DVR. Unless Michigan State basketball might be the only thing I record, or Serena and Venus, but I don't use my DVR like that. Y'all would be shocked. It was funny. CJ said to me something about Netflix. She was like, why you still going to Redbox? I was like, because how else can you watch it? I was like, what, how else can you watch a movie? See, he was like, you do it on your computer. I was like, I don't want to watch nothing on no 13-inch screen. He was like, no, you do it on your computer, and then you got a smart TV, and you just use the technology. I'm like, see, I bought my TV, that plasma sit on the wall 10 years ago. There's nothing smart about it.
He still got one of them 175-pound plasmas.
Yeah.
Oh, man, unbelievable. E, we're going to upgrade your technology. If anybody out there knows some technology that they can share with E, some new stuff out there that you can hook him up with, please hook my man up. Cause I'm so tired of him with that old bootleg technology you got. It's ridiculous.
Hey, that's what I'm gonna do with my lottery money. I'm gonna get you a TV.
Hey, but that's what I'm saying though, guys. I bought this house before I got the name E.T. the Hip Hop Preacher. And so I'm just old school, man. Whatever I had in the beginning, I don't want to spend no money on no new TV. That thing worked just like C's, except I can't watch Netflix from my computer.
Let me tell you something, bro.
Netflix
is a blessing, especially for the kids. Oh
yeah, for sure. That's why he don't got it.
Right.
See, he got no kids. That's why.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and Carl, by the way, shout out to Josh in the Chevy dealership. My Suburban will be pulling up in the driveway on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? I will have the bourbon on Sunday with the TV so I can take a road trip with the family and keep Trey entertained. So shout out to John Elway Chevrolet dealership.
Sounds like you got into a system.
Oh, I'm in the system.
Let me tell y'all something.
I can't wait to get this system started.
Hey, C.
So it'll be here on Sunday, man. I'm pumped about that.
I don't know if you know, C, but I got one coming too, man. I bought my mom one. I bought my dad a Tahoe.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, so shout out to John Elway Chevrolet in Denver and my man Josh for just taking care of everybody at the best prices you could possibly imagine, the best service you could possibly imagine. We all got hooked up. Carl rolling right now. I'll be rolling on Sunday. Let's take one more question, E, from Ask ET. This is a good one. I apologize if I say your name wrong. Yawande in Brooklyn said, E.T., when is the last time you cried?
What's the name of the movie, guys? Hidden Figures.
Hidden Figures.
I cried when she...
Dark Knight Rises.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That was a while ago. But no, I cried, man. I cried, man. There was a scene where her boss went off on her. She was gone for 40 minutes. He was like, you leave every day for 40 minutes. Like, what's wrong with you? We got work to do. And she just went off, bro, and was like, yo, I have to run over 2 miles every day to use the bathroom because there's no colored bathroom in this particular building, and I got to go out in the rain when it rains. I got to whatever. And how dare you question me about where I've been? I don't get to drink out of the same coffee maker. They got one for me that says colored. Don't nobody want to drink out of the one I drink out. And she just went off. And I just shed a tear, man. Like, wow, this was a reality. And these ladies are still alive. Like, it's not like this was like 400 years ago. These women are still alive, and they had to go through that, and so it just brought me to tears. I don't think just the going to the bathroom part, but I think me being guys, I speak for a living, see? Like, I inspire and empower and get paid. We literally have a company that inspires, and we're getting paid and use whatever bath we want. We actually fly in first class. We stay in suites in hotels. Like, we are a part of country clubs. Like, we speak. I just left the Eagle Eye Resort. We speak at country clubs that our grandparents probably would only be able to work at or serve at best. And so it just brought me to tears, man, just realizing the opportunities that I have right now and what the sacrifices people had to make. She didn't give up. She didn't quit. She didn't say it's not fair. You know, I'm going to leave my job. She just did it every day, and she made it work. And you talk about grind. I just cry when I think about my grind. E.T., you get up at 3 o'clock in the morning versus you got to go run. You have to run in heels and in a dress. You have to run 2 point whatever miles a day just to use the restroom once. So, yeah, that was the last time I cried.
All right, appreciate all those questions, guys. Keep submitting your questions for Ask ET. You can go on Twitter, use the hashtag AskET, or send your questions into info@etinspires.com. Again, thank you guys. Been taking note. I asked you to shorten down the questions just a tad, and you did that. I get an email, it's like Ask ET, and the staff will forward it over to me. It's like 6 pages long. I'm like, whoa, I can't even find the question in there. So shout out to everybody who shortened those questions up to make it easy on your boy. Shout out to everybody, all my Breathe You fam in Denver. I'm on the way there. Trey and I are getting on the flight this afternoon.
Hey.
Going to check my man Josh out. Josh is having a BU Denver meetup on Saturday, so I'm going out there to hang out with our Breathe University family in Denver. And that's, man, you heard them talking about the system, man. BreatheUniversity.com. Go get in the system, man. We are having meetups all around the country. E, you're going to a meetup in Vegas
yes, sir.
and DC,
yes, sir.
right? Yeah.
Hey,
so
let me say this, see, like, and again, guys, this not no gimmick. Literally, we're getting to the point where there's so many people that we have the last number that I looked at for Breathe University was 1,930 people. 1,930.
We coming up on that 2K.
We coming up to 2,000, y'all, and what we're gonna do at 2,000, again, not a gimmick, y'all. We want to check the value that you're getting at $19 is not. We're not gonna keep it there. Our plan as of 2,000 members is to raise that bottom value up, just because we want to maintain the level of service that we're giving people. So we're not just trying to, get 10,000 people in there tomorrow. That's not what we're trying to do. So if you are going to get in, my friend, this is the time. It is $19 a month at this present moment. I cannot guarantee y'all that next month, it's going to be at that price. As soon as we hit 2,000.
Oh, no, I can guarantee you it ain't going to be. How about
so
that?
excited.
As soon as we hit 2,000, y'all, as soon as I see $19.99, we will be changing that price on the website. So be warned, you don't want to miss this opportunity.
It. And wait till y'all see this video with Marshall and just everybody. I'm like, yo, the community, like if you got anything, they support somebody. I dare somebody to be like, oh, they wrote a book and Breathe You. You got, if it's 2,000 people, you got about 1,700 sales right there just because we support each other on that kind of level. So whatever kind of business you're doing, entrepreneur, you working at a corp, you need to be a part of this. I got some new programs that I'm going to, I'll talk about on next week's podcast for Breathe You, but y'all know what we got.
Hey, I just want to say, I just want to say I'm so happy, bro. Y'all know when we first started doing the 1999, I never wanted to be Little Caesars Pizza. I never wanted to be Little Caesars. I'm from Chicago, y'all. I'm from Chicago originally. All I did, my family, we did Connie's Pizza. I knew we had a Connie's Pizza, and we were selling that joker for Little Caesars pizza price. So I'm being real. For those of you, we were only doing it for the first 2,000. I'm excited about the fact that we making that change because for real, see, the value of it is worth way more. Bro, you getting content, me speaking all over the world, stuff C doing, Carl them helping out with man, I'm telling you, for $19.99, bro. So yeah, I don't know what the number.
So where are you going? You're going. Y'all got a BU meetup in Vegas.
We on the strip in Vegas, and then we are in the harbor, I think, in the National Harbor in DC. So those two. So that's on Monday. And and then Saturday I'm in Vegas.
Yeah, and our BU Denver meetup is Saturday morning. We're actually doing it at Josh's dealership, man. So we're gonna, he opened that up to us, man. We're gonna go in there. I believe do breakfast. I'm taking Trey, man. It's the first time Trey and I have been on a flight together solo. Of course, Trey been on a million flights, but I think his mama was with us every time. But I'm actually taking him, man. So it'll be fun, the two of us jumping on the plane this afternoon. Excited about that, father and son. First flight, you know, solo. So we're going to do the big dog seats and make sure he got the finest of apple juice.
The finest.
And I'm going to let him, you know what I'm saying?
Give him half apple, half water. Don't get him drunk.
Oh, yeah, no. We'll water it down for him, man. But super pumped about that. Excited about San Diego, February 12th. Just to get all the housekeeping stuff. February 12th, the Marriage Conference San Diego. February 18th in Dallas. February 19th in Houston for the marriage conferences. Get your tickets. Come out and see us. What's up?
I'm sorry, see, Houston, Super Bowl weekend. That Friday, we have a BU meetup in Houston. Forgot about that. Shout out to Matthew Flores. Thank you, Matthew, for setting that up. I didn't want to forget my Houston family, but I will be with the Houston crew.
Yeah, you see E going down there for the Super Bowl. I don't think I got tickets in the mail.
Just come anyway, though.
Hey, but shout out.
Come anyway.
I guess we could do predictions next week.
Yeah, let's do predictions next week.
I think I did my predictions on Instagram. Oh, I did. Somebody correctly pointed it out. I did say Falcons Patriots on the podcast last week. So shout out to me for being right. Again, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? They told you I was always right and proved it once again. So, anyway, E.T., is that it, Carl? Before I get this nugget of the day, I want to make sure we got everything. Everybody, this is weird. Everybody going in opposite directions. So, I'm going to Denver. He's going to Vegas and then to D.C. You're in Maryland, D.C. now. My wife is going to Virginia for the BU Women's Meetup. Is this weekend, so she's taking my daughter to Virginia, so they're going east. Me and Trey going west to Denver. It just feels like a crazy
Josh
week.
Is in Newark.
Josh in Jersey now, right?
Josh is in Jersey. Yep. Josh is in Newark. Yep, doing his thing, you know, checking out some potential opportunities. So everybody's kind of scattered all over the place. So I'm needless to say, looking forward to February when we'll be in LA and San Diego and everybody be back together. So with that being said, man, thank you guys for listening. Go leave us a review on iTunes.
Please.
Go ahead and drop that.
Hey, can we say thank you, though, to those that left a review again, and you put you put us up. We cracked top 10.
Oh, yeah, we hit that top 10. Yeah, we hit that top 10. Yo, that's what y'all reviews do, for real. I know y'all hear me say it all the time. Yeah, I'll get around to it. For real, I think we doing like 50, 60,000, listens a week. We got about 800 some people that left the review. Shout out to every single one of y'all because y'all shot us up them charts, man. So thank you guys so much for going to do that. I know we always on you about it. I know it takes a little time out your day, but it really does help our ratings and move us up. Hey, if y'all notice we had a few more sponsors lately, it's because y'all been leaving reviews and we've been climbing them charts and the sponsors like, whoa, they blowing up. So shout out to y'all being able to make sure Avery and Trey can eat.
I know that's right. Hey, guys.
Give us that nugget of the day so we can get out of here.
Nothing deep, guys. I want to go back to what I said before. For real, invest in yourself, please. That's all I'm asking you. Invest in yourself. There's some things that you can get for free, but some things require sweat equity. There's some things you cannot get for free. There's some things that require you pay blood, sweat, and tears. So please do me a favor. Buy that book. Right? Buy the book, get the download, go to a conference, sign up for a health fitness course or get a gym membership, go to your family physician. Just invest in yourself. Buy organic. Like, that's too much. Buy organic. All right? Some things just require another level of success. You cannot be average and live a great experience. You hear me? You cannot be average. So it's your boy E.T. saying, look, I'm not telling you something that I heard or I read. Myself, Carl, CJ, look, we make the investment. I'm still in Michigan. I am in the garage because I don't have a studio in my house. I talk too loud. My wife is asleep, right? Listen to me very closely. It is below freezing. I am in Michigan with 2 coats on, got the double jogging pants. I'm layered, right? The gloves. I got 2 hats on, the 2 hoodies. You have to make a sacrifice for greatness. And so please invest in yourself. Sacrifice for you. Why? Because you owe you. I don't owe you. CJ doesn't owe you. Carl doesn't owe you. And depending on how old you are, your mama don't owe you. Your daddy don't owe you. You owe you. So make the investment, and I guarantee you, if you invest in you, you'll get others to invest in you. And more importantly, however you look at it, God, the universe, whatever, when you invest in you, the universe, everything, the creator, everything around you, other people will invest in you the way you invest in you. So it's your boy E.T., man. I love you guys, man. Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts, our family's hearts. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in every week. And please, don't be entertained. Be empowered. It's your boy E.T.
Appreciate that negative today, E. Everybody have a safe, wonderful weekend, man. We out of here. We love y'all. Go write us that review. We'll see you next week.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow.